And I am going to try without the mic because I've got one of those big, horrible teacher's voices, so I'm going to try this one. This first one, sorry, yeah, I'm Rob. I'm from Bodmin, a long way away, but not very far away, and that's where I live. But I don't come from Bodmin, I come from the Midlands. This is, first one I'd like to do is about reality magazines. You know, the celebrity magazines, they build them up and then they knock them down, don't they? The reality magazines, they have the most ridiculously fantasised stories, complete bollocks basically. This is called Jordan's Had a Boob Job. Jordan's had a boob job, Charlotte's had a baby, I ate my own umbilical cord with carrots, peas and gravy. Jordan's had a boob job, I wish I had her talents. Her breasts are always under threat from chemical imbalance. Jordan's had a boob job with silicone implanted. I slept with all the England wags while fans looked on and chanted. Jordan's had a boob job. Her cups were never bigger. I had a personality swap with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jordan's had a boob job, a boom and bust reduction. My lover's sex change cat has lost a stone with liposuction. Jordan's had a boob job, my name is Johnny Cash. My auntie's uncle's boyfriend's dad survived a fatal crash. Jordan's had a boob job, my gran's a serial killer. My love-cheat husband told me he had sex with a gorilla. Jordan's had a boob job, her new book's in the shops. It's really, really clever, it's got commas and full stops. Jordan's had a boob job, she knows that we adore her. She's not much good at writing, so somebody wrote it for her. Jordan's had a boob job, her book's at #1. My neighbour's schizoid nephew thinks he's Che Guevara's son. Jordan's had a boob job. Who's having love affairs? Who's going to marry Harry? And who really bloody cares? Yeah. Jordan's had a boob job. It's in hello and chat. Stick knives in the lives of famous wives and snigger if they get fat. Jordan's had a boob job. Last week I was abducted by men from Mars in bumping cars. I did as they instructed. They took me to the planet Zog, and there I met Flash Gordon. I never get fazed, but I was totally amazed that he'd never heard of Jordan. Last night I read for a while in bed and I really felt no pain, but as I lay there sleeping, a magazine ate my brain. Celebrities have integrity and the moon's made of baked beans. None of this is true, as you doubtless knew, but he sure sells magazines. Thank you. Gina, if you're out there, Chris Moxley, the great bard of Barnstable, is down here, so catch up with him later, please. Just a plug there, Chris. And next one, dolphins. I love dolphins, sweet little things, but I also like swimming. I don't want to swim with dolphins. Right? So, when my kids were little in the 90s, it was like an American sort of brainwashing technique to brainwash them into thinking they had to swim with dolphins. And for me, they're just too bloody intelligent, aren't they? I want to get into the water. I don't want to get into the water with a creature as intelligent as a dolphin. You know, and I know they have the t-shirts, I swam with dolphins. I want that. I swam with a chicken. I swam with fish. And if any suggestions, please, for I swam with creatures of a lesser intelligence. Anyway, this essentially is a list of, or any suggestions. I swam with sheep. I swam with sheep in the dip. Yeah. Sorry? Plankton. I swam with plankton. Great. We're going to get these t-shirts made out with us. Anyway, so this essentially is a list of all the things I don't want to do, but I'd rather do it than swimming with dolphins. And a little chorus, a little bit of audience participation. You up for a bit of audience participation on this one? Okay. And the refrain is, oddly enough, it's called I don't want to swim with dolphins. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to swim with dolphins. I'll take a hike on the mountain bike I escaped from Centre Parks on. I'll wine and dine with old Rick Stein. I'll even listen to Jeremy Clarkson. I'll spend 2 weeks with Jesus freaks. I'll stay a month at Pontins. I'll go on a date with your ugliest mate, but I don't want to swim with dolphins. I'll do an overland trek to Tooting Beck and I'll camp out in the wild. I'll row to France, eat tropical ants, have a bath in Banksy's Mild. Yes, I'll ride camels and appropriate mammals, whatever sort you're wanting. I'll dance in the nude in the streets of Bude, but I don't want to swim with dolphins. I don't want to ride on a dolphin with you. They might give They might give me dolphin fever. They probably don't want to swim with me either. Dolphin smell of fish. Swimming with them is my death wish. They're fast and clever. I'm not getting in with them. Ever. I'll wear a daft hat and look like a prat, and I'll dress up in high heels. I'll lie in front of a double-decker bus and roll under the wheels. I'll go for a ride on a big death slide or those silly buggies they play golf in. Give me an injection of viral infection, but
I don't want to swim with dolphins.
They can read your mind. They're kind of spooky, I find. You know about big dolphin meat. Dolphins don't have hands or feet. They know what you're thinking, squeaking, funny squeaks and blinking. A dolphin can communicate, but I don't want one as my mate. I forgot to tell you at the end of this poem we sing Flipper, the 1960s theme tune from the television series, and there are a few people here old enough to remember that one. You can lock me up in Bodmin jail and treat me like a criminal. You can torture me with overripe brie or messages subliminal. Let's hope there's not another but I'll watch Big Brother. I'll buy a teasmade made by Goblin. And I'll do anything that you want me to. But honey, I don't want to swim with dolphins. They swim in the sea. I'm a land animal. That's me. They can do tricks. Dolphins make strange clicks. I've been wary of them since I was a nipper. I never did trust Flipper. After they've done military kamikaze, they'd find swimming with me rather blasé. I'll share my flat with a sewer rat or anything that's feral. I'll give away my wealth, endanger my health and put my life in peril. I'll stand in the rain, suffer endless pain. I'll read Lord of the Rings by Tolkien. It gets worse. I'll play computer games. I'll walk through flames, but
I don't want to swim with dolphins.
Just sing Flipper. They call him Flipper, Flipper, faster than lightning. No one you see is smarter than he. And we know Flipper lives in a world full of wonder, but he'll push me on. Drown in the sea. I don't want to swim. I don't want to swim. I don't want to swim with dolphins. Thank you.